There we go. Oh my gosh. Ghost in the machine today. Hey, Jeremy Mura, I hope you're better at your job today than I am at mine because
Oh man,
oh my gosh.
happens to the best of us.
So just for full context, like basically we had 2 back-to-back live streams and then I went live on the wrong stream key. So I had to kind of fix it while we were live and then recreate all the event and all that sort of time. We only had about 10 minutes to do that. But hey, look, we're here. You guys are here. Jeremy's here. I'm happy. You know what? It's almost the end of the week. Let's have a good time. We're going to be talking about branding. My favorite thing to talk about with one of my favorite people to talk about it too. Jeremy Mura is back. So yeah, we had a great time doing some. I'm just going to share your screen. Let's get the pro in here. Less my head, more your screen today.
Give you a break, man. Yeah,
Give me a break. Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, we're back here in Firefly boards. Had a lot of fun mood boarding yesterday, which was really cool. But I'm going to let you take over. Do you want to give us a bit of a recap?
Yeah, man, 100%.
Awesome.
And yeah, thanks for all you do, man, with all the technical stuff. I know it's tricky sometimes, but you're a legend. So
thanks. Appreciate it.
But yeah, let's give a bit of a recap for all the designers watching out there. So we are working on this brand called Kairos Watches, and had a bit of a brief. I was thinking of like, because I'm a dad, I'm like, I was thinking about having a watch where you can go like camping or taking the kids out to the beach or whatever, like your daily adventures we go on. So I had a bit of a brief here that I created. So something tactile, but also something that will be like useful and not break and stuff. So we went through some exploration yesterday, just very rough, very quick, just showing the power of Adobe Firefly and what you can do using other models. You can actually use ChatGPT and Flux and a few other ones. So we're just playing around with that, and which is really cool. And then created some different watch ideas, maybe some illustration styles, and then yeah, just creating some quick images here.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and that was yesterday. So today we're going to jump in and start designing in Illustrator. And I decided to go with the red style design.
Cool.
And yeah.
I think someone was asking yesterday, it was right as the stream was finishing, I answered it in chat, but it was, they were asking if you can export all the images you make and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if you can like bulk export it, but I know that you screen, I mean, obviously you can screenshot anything, but
yeah,
I know that you can just download them. You can download them as a JPEG, but is that?
Yeah, if you shift click, you can open them in Adobe Express. If you group them, you can download that as a group.
Right.
So if you just go to downloads, oops. Yeah, so it'll come up like this.
Yeah.
If you group things. So that's the only thing. But yeah, you can obviously download single images. You just click the little download button, but they'll probably update that in the future. So
yeah, an asset, select all assets and download to a folder as an affix or something would be a feature request for sure.
That would be great. That's what I use in Illustrator, which is really cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool. So I started playing around with some logos. So yeah, I got some nice fonts here from Brandon Nickerson's studio. Really cool stuff. And yeah, I really liked this font here. It's tactile. It's like blocky. Really cool. Had some other fun ideas here. I'm just looking how it looks like. I was thinking of going lowercase, but I feel like we're not going too high end or premium. So you want something all case that you can see if you're out. And then started playing around with maybe some taglines. I ended up picking ready for anything because, we're going on different adventures and stuff, say with your kids. And at the moment, I've got this idea here. I think we might be able to expand on it a little bit, but I'm sort of really happy with this lockup. Maybe we can tweak it a little bit.
Like a watch inside the negative space there.
Yeah, exactly. So I just quickly created that serendipitously.
Nice.
But yeah, I think it's nice. And yeah, and then I decided to go with this color palette here.
Cool. So you kind of expanded
really
that from the other one, right? Like I think there was only 3 colors. So where did you get the other ones from?
Yeah. So from this one, I started getting some of the colors from here, from the other mood board. And then I was like, okay, let's sort of combine the reds and with some of these grays. Like obviously, like this watch here has a gray, so you can. I just I dropped it, and then came out with this palette here, which I feel is really clean.
Yeah.
And then I started adding some color. So this is what we got to work with for now. And so yeah, that's the bit of the start of the process. And then we're going to probably try and do some mock-ups, try and get a few out there. And I want to put the logo also on on the watch as well. So I had some ideas here. I just used AI to generate these ones real quick. But I feel like I landed on this one here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's got the strap. It's got sort of the topography in the back. And yeah. So I'm just going to go start playing around as I usually do. And we'll start working with that.
All right, that sounds good. Well, I'll just remind everyone as well that we are live. So if you have any questions or comments or just want to say hi, we're live on Behance because of my amazing technical skills. And we're also live on YouTube, good old YouTube. So whatever floats your boat, you can jump in. We're checking out both chats. So if there's any questions in there. Oh, where'd you get this pattern from? Is this just something from your library?
I actually downloaded this on Envato. So Envato is really great. You've probably heard it before. You get graphic templates and then you can type in typographic. I do have a big library, but sometimes I like looking for some fresh stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, not templates. You can find some textures here. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, they're nice.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I like always having textures, especially when I have like clients. It's just fun to play with. And then I'm going to move this off my screen. This is the PNG version, but what I like to do is I usually go add some transparency. And I like playing around with this. So usually go like a multiply if you want sort of a dark effect. Color dodge is good. Overlay. And you can just play around with that. For this one, I'll go multiply.
It's for like outdoor kind of people, right?
Yeah, outdoor dads who like take the kids out.
Right.
Yeah. So not full hardcore campers, but just like, you know, well, I go camping, so I was just thinking about myself. So I'm like thinking about how to like make it.
That's cool. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I like doing that. Like kind of it's because you kind of know yourself if you're the target market. It makes it a little bit easier to kind of do personal projects, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I went with the second design, because the strap, like, it doesn't look too army vibes, because that would be too hardcore. So I'm like, this one still looks a bit nice, like to wear out, with the like red strap.
Yeah,
I thought was pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. And it's amazing these like mock-ups that you can generate these days. Like, I'm gonna remind myself like how far we've come in a couple of years, like how quickly you can make stuff look, close to professional or professional. Like, obviously sometimes you can look close and you can see a couple of imperfections, but it's pretty amazing what you can just do within the apps these days.
100%. 100%. It's crazy.
Yeah.
For example, I love how we can just get this and slap it on. If I use one of the cool tools I love in Illustrator, if you go object, mockup, create mockup, and then it should. Oh
yeah, I kind of forgot about this feature actually. It works with vector, right? Like if you have an image and then you have a vector.
Yeah, it works with image. Yeah, anything, any type of image.
Oh, does it? I thought it only worked for vectors.
No, actually, this is a PNG, so yeah.
Oh, I meant the logo. I think the logo needs to be a vector.
Oh yeah.
Could be wrong. I forgot it even existed. So.
No, I'm pretty sure it works. It doesn't need to be expanded.
Right.
Cool. I'm trying to make it. I made it too big. The only thing I don't like how you can't really scale it.
Oh, so after you've done it, you can't scale. You have to
yeah,
pre-scale.
you sort of can, but it's like a bit. It's good to make it like the right size. I could even just like put it like that and like.
Put a multiply or something on it. Yeah.
Yeah. just to get some ideas.
And that's probably what the client would do, right? It would be like, not too big that you can't, that it's not functional, but as big as possible logo
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
middle, just kind of printed with all the other stuff that's printed because that would be economical. But
Yeah, 100%.
Kairos, kind of cool. It sounds like a real watch.
That's good. That's a good sign there.
It's very cool.
Just making a little poster here, something like that. Just masking really quickly. Then I'll think. Don't know if I have the. Oh no, I can't edit that because it's an image that I paste it in. That's fine. Let's add some text in here.
At what point when you're working on, like, this is a personal kind of self-guided project, when you're working on a client project, at what point in your process do you look at reference? Do you look at reference kind of straight away from, like, I always talk about it like this, rightly or wrongly, I always talk about it's like the more advertising point of view where the first thing you do is look at the market, right? And you're like, okay, we're trying to do a watch. So you're going to put up like Apple Watch and like Garmin and like a whole bunch. Those are the only two watches I know. And all the other ones that might be in the area, and kind of look at the colors, look at the branding, look at the messaging, and try to find a spot of positioning, and kind of go from there. Or there's kind of the traditional design school kind of perspective, which is like, don't look at reference because it's going to influence you too early in the process. Sketch or draw or do your own stuff, and then once you get to a certain point, then bring it in. So it's a really long way to ask a question of, like, at what point do you start to look at look at the competitive landscape?
Yeah, for me, I think I always start off with reference to suss out what's out there.
Yeah.
But if I already have an idea, if it's a small brand, like a small business, and I already have an idea of what we want because of the discovery phase,
Yeah.
like I might know we want like an S logo, or a G, like a simple letter mark. Then I'll just go straight to sketches. But I always do a competitive analysis as the first thing, and then references during that mood boarding phase to suss out, hey, what are the competitor colors using? What's their logo look like? And see how we can differentiate. Because if you don't differentiate, you're just going to look like your competitors, basically.
Yeah. I agree with that as well. And sometimes you can kind of go down a big long rabbit hole, and then you look around and you're like, oh my God, it looks exactly like our main competitor or something. And you're like, wow, that probably should have checked that first.
Yeah, 100%. You don't want to make a mistake, and then your client's like, hey, this looks like this guy.
Yeah.
That's
cool. I can see a bunch of new people jumping in as well over on YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in chat. And also, if you want to know what we're doing, Jeremy is basically building a brand and visual identity, I think, depending on how you want to talk about it, from a mood board that he put together yesterday using Firefly boards, which is kind of a new thing. It's in beta. So if you want to go check that out, you can watch that whole stream. Different way to kind of think about mood boarding, different way to kind of start a project. And then, pretty quickly got to where we are right now. So it's definitely rapid fire.
Rapid fire, 100%.
Nice little drop shadow there, like that.
Yeah. Nothing too fancy.
Do you have a watch that already fits this bill that you like?
I got a Casio watch. Casio. It's actually an old watch that I got like 10 years ago, but it's still like solid. It's waterproof and everything.
Still ticking?
Yeah, it's still ticking.
Nice.
My grandpa always say, like, you know, if you buy a good watch, it'll last you forever if you just like look after it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have any outdoor stuff. Like I've been camping before, but I didn't really have like too many gadgets because my dad has all the gadgets, but for me, like I gotta, you know, build my my camping you know, library or whatever.
Right. You gotta like, yeah. I mean, I imagine that's like a hobby that you could invest a lot of money into.
Oh, of course.
Camping. Yeah.
There's so many things like to get. But once you have it all, you can just like reuse it, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Watchproof.
Watchproof. I'm just typing things, trying to make it look interesting.
And you're making a poster here when you have clients, because we're going to be we're talking kind of about like you got the logo, you've got a kind of some things, but in terms of deliverables, what do your clients kind of usually want outside of the usual? Are you finding like back in the day it used to be, you know, business card, you know, letterhead. I think that's what I learned.
I remember those days.
Design school. But these days, what do you find? I mean, obviously you work with a lot of digital clients. I think you work with a lot of overseas clients, if I remember our previous conversations as well. So, you know, what do they tend to ask for? And I know it's a bit different per client, per industry.
Yeah. They don't really ask for business cards much and stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's mostly things like, you know, social media graphics, you know, LinkedIn banners,
right, social
media website stuff.
Yeah.
Website banners, or like visual. People still want like visual reports and stuff.
Right.
Just depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Makes sense.
Like one client I had, they were building a community, like on Kajabi, and so I had to do like the cover images for that community, like to upload it. So that's one thing as well. You got to think about like online spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you've got School and Circle and things like Kajabi and like there's online tools. So
yeah. And you find it's easier just to kind of go say, hey, where do you think your brand's going to be seen, and go and research like the dimensions and the deliverables yourself, or do you ask them for that kind of level of detail?
I usually just say like what platforms, like what, how are you distributing the content and the assets, and then I go look at, go online. Usually there's also a site called Social Sizes.io. This one's pretty good. I don't know if they updated it, but they have all the sizes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. So I used to just like download an Illustrator file from here, but you can literally just get the sizes, or you can do something like Adobe Express. I'm pretty sure has a resizing tool.
Yeah, Adobe Express has that in there as well now.
Yeah,
and I know for social media, particularly for like reels and posts and stuff, it's always good to have the space that are like the no-go zones as well for important content. Like so many things in my feed, like there's like subtitles down the bottom and it's just completely covered by the UI.
Oh really?
You know when that happens? So I also
oh yeah, the bar when it pops up.
Yeah. So got a cool question from Miss Melanie. I'm a graphic designer for about 10 years. I feel like I'm missing my design mojo. Oh no. What advice or refresher courses do you recommend?
Advice or refresher courses?
Yeah.
Good question. I'd say sometimes you need, yeah, I'd say first off, sometimes you need to change. Like maybe it's the job you're in, or maybe you're freelance for a while. Maybe you need something to change. Like some people consider that. In terms of the courses, like Skillshare always has some stuff. I've got courses on Skillshare that I'm always releasing. I had a recent one about Figma, doing websites in Figma. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some other courses. There's so many courses out there. It just like, it depends what you want to learn.
Yeah. And they kind of range from
I mean?
free to like, I feel like the paid stuff are like really condensed. So if you're investing in it and it's your business, it's cheap as chips. Like it's a really good, I've done a bunch of those courses like on 3D and After Effects. And when someone's taken the time and energy to like really condense it down into a step-by-step thing, I've found those really valuable when you have the time to kind of go through them. But then if your budget is limited, we're on YouTube, right? And, there's a lot of free stuff on there if you can dedicate yourself to it. It's just finding the motivation, I think, is sometimes the hard thing.
Yeah, 100%. And sometimes you just got to, that's why you got to do like passion projects or something you're like passionate about. Because you got to stimulate your creative thinking and senses.
Yeah. That was cool. Has that got the shine coming over the top? Looks pretty nice. Shiny.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it's got a bit of reflection. I think it's it's got adjustments on it already, this mock-up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like adding some extra stuff. Like sometimes if you double click, you can make it fade a little bit more. So it blends it. Oh no, I think I'll just...
Have you ever felt like you've lost your mojo, as Miss Melanie was saying?
Yeah, I have. Sometimes I've felt that way when I'm like just doing like content and stuff like that. That's why I like having a I need to make sure that I'm doing design projects.
Yeah.
Here and there. Even if I don't have a specific client project for a design thing, at least need to like be making stuff like on the side, like for fun. Like this, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like this is kind of fun. Yes, I use a bit of AI for some images, but I'm like, okay, I'm playing with logos, which I love to do. Playing with typography, that's fun to do. So
yeah, that's cool. I think we all get there. Like particularly if graphic design is your full-time job, I think we whatever it is, you kind of just you definitely get into that. Definitely get into that space. I've always found like learning something new has kind of reminded me of the creative process, but I do quite like software, so mileage may vary on that one, but I've always found that good. It's like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna like just try to figure out 3D for a couple of weeks, and not even like just like narrow and do nothing else. It's like still doing my job, but it's like, cool, I'm gonna try to dedicate an hour or two during the week to just have a little bit of a play around and nothing serious, and follow some tutorials and just do it step by step. A bit of music on in the background. I find it helps with the day-to-day stuff too.
Yeah, good advice. Got to change things up. When you get into routine, your brain just recognizes the patterns and it feels like it's just doing the same thing each day,
That's it, yeah. It's probably a good sign that you're probably quite a good designer as well. Like you're getting into that kind of like, when you're driving and you arrive home and you're like, oh, how did I get home? I don't remember making any decisions because you're just so used to it. But yes, of course, it can be hard to kind of find motivation after that though.
Yeah.
Is this the same font? Is that the Fig Tree is the font?
Yeah, I'm using Fig Tree for the bottom. It's just sans serif. I like that font. I always use it.
It's not bad, hey. It's a good full caps one.
Yeah. It's just clean.
Yeah.
It's got lots of weights as well.
I feel like it's like mandatory these days to have a font with a ton of weights.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll do sort of, I'm imagining like regular, for like paragraphs would be like something like this.
It's like alt up and down. I just saw you very quickly, just throwing a little tip in case anyone wants to know, like changing the leading, I think there, if I remember. You're on PC, so I think that's alt
Yep.
and up and down. And on Mac, that's option up and down, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alt and up and down arrows just
Nice.
quickly. And then you want to shift enter. Yeah.
Always shift
And,
enter. Are you
and
just
then
in a habit of
shift.
doing shift enter every time?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I do it every now and then, and yeah. So for those that don't know, that's like it stops the paragraph. It's a hidden character, actually, and you can turn on hidden characters. I think in some apps, and I know in InDesign it's really important as well when you're doing running text from one thing to another thing. But yeah, I just do it instinctively now. I don't think I ever press enter without holding down shift, and it just forces it not to be a paragraph change. It forces it to the next line, which behaves slightly differently.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. It's like an
Got
M
this
dash
image.
versus an N dash. I just never N dash. I just always
Yeah,
M dash.
I know.
But I do it like PC is actually a bit of a funny one. They don't really like the M dash, do they? In like the file saving.
Yeah, it's not really. I don't know. It's kind of hard to use.
Yeah. So I have to force myself to N dash.
Like, there's no simple shortcut to use it. Like when I try, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Matches are kind of cool.
Just changing the color here, and oh, there's been times where I press the wrong buttons because I'm just working so fast and things just like close on me.
Yeah. It's your computer telling you to slow down.
Yep. So I'm just getting some different colors here. I'm just going to Photoshop and just playing around, changing the colors. What's the size? Go back to Illustrator.
I do that screenshot thing all the time too.
Yeah, just screenshots are just so much faster when you're designing, just like, you know.
Yeah, it's like it feels so archaic, but I do it a lot. I do it with my color palettes, like my like the RGB values and stuff all the time too. If I've got a whole bunch of things, I bring them across.
Yeah, yeah.
I know there's better ways to do it, but
it should just intuitively know what we want, you know.
Yeah, just press button for design. Yeah, it's funny when you've got those old things like that you just can't shake.
Yeah, exactly.
And as always, if anyone has any questions while we're rolling along, feel free to throw them in chat.
So I'm just creating text for this. So it's a watch brand, but you know, maybe you can expand to something else. Just playing around.
Mm.
This one I gotta flip. Flip it so I get the size right.
Do you ever add like little kind of freebie deliverables for clients just because you know that they'll get excited about it or that it might help get the whole design over the line?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I drop some extra little things that I created, like a badge or like a render that I did, a mock-up. Just give it to them. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Among the other files, it just makes it feel, yeah, they took that extra care, and yeah, it makes you got to make the clients want to like show off their brand, and yeah, I think there's little touches for fun. Like, it's good.
Yeah. It's cool. Got another question. Miss Melanie has asked, the Kairos font is cool. What's the font name?
It is BN Binder, I think. Yeah, BN Binder. So go to Brandon Nickerson.
I haven't heard of this font family before. Font house?
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
It's a single font. So if you want to support, you guys, you can get bundles off him, and he like has really nice fonts. Yeah, I'm not affiliated with them, but he gives away free fonts like one a month, but he's got heaps of cool ones, like different styles.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So pretty decent prices. Nothing like, it's not from a big studio. It's from like a solo guy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. Yeah.
Nice. We'll see if we can find a link to that as well. Look at that. Dark Hours found it straight away. There you go.
Yeah, Dark Hours. Good job.
Is that stock or is that AI generated?
This one's stock from Envato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, stock is still usable. Everything doesn't have to be AI, you know?
Oh, did you put one of the brand colors over the top and then a multiply to make it give it that kind of look? Is that what happened? Yeah.
I actually didn't do a multiply, but I did normal and 40%.
Yeah. It looks good. I wouldn't change it. I was just wondering what you did. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're spot on. Sometimes I do actually add multiply or whatever.
Yeah.
Put it right here. Let's just test out the other colors. The light colors are not.
He's got a watch on and everything.
Yeah, I know. I did specifically say like I need a guy with a watch. I'm just thinking like if I'd have to generate a field, but I don't think it would work. Like, because I don't think you can use a reference. Can you do generate a field with a reference in Photoshop?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it would be able to figure out the angle.
I don't think
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would work too well. So I'm just adding some texture. Once again, using that topographic element.
Yeah. Yeah, the best thing you could do would be just to roll the dice, basically select it and say watch and hope it, try to describe it. But I just don't think that kind of level of detail is there yet to be able to get it looking right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, dude.
Yeah. Although we're probably not far away from that, to be honest. I don't know if you've seen the new Harmonize.
I saw it yesterday. I was like, this is amazing.
It's pretty crazy. So
For photo manipulation, it's perfect.
It's a bit of a game changer, actually. It's like we've got a lot of photo manipulation live streams that we've done. It's going to be really interesting to speak to some of those creators and see like how good it is at certain things. Like, but yeah, it's pretty quick. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's only in Photoshop beta, but you can just download it. You can run it on your device at the same time as normal Photoshop Retail. But yeah, in beta, there's a new basically button that harmonizes two images together. So let's say you have a bit of stock photography that's shot in different light and all that sort of stuff. And then you have a different sort of photo, like maybe take a photo of your bedroom or something, and you wanted to kind of put like, let's say an elephant in there. Then you press harmonize and it does a pretty good job of matching like the light, the tone, and the perspective and all that sort of thing. The examples that I've seen, I haven't played around with it yet. It's a job for me for tomorrow. But
I haven't tried it either, but I want to play with it because usually it will take you an hour to two of like playing around with adjustments, color, with the color, doing vector masking and shading. Shading takes a long time, shading highlights and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm colorblind, so I really struggle with the color. I really struggle with the color matching for that sort of thing. So I usually don't really bother because it's so important. And I can see it when it's wrong, but I really struggle if I'm doing something solo to get that right. And it could be quite an interesting thing if something the machine can do it for me.
Yeah, that would be awesome, man.
Yeah,
I'm sure. The photo manipulator guys would love it.
Yeah. Reminded me to update Photoshop beta. I definitely got to check that out. This is cool. So you're making a pattern. Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah. Do you usually use Photoshop beta all the time, or do you use it?
No, I try not to. But every now and then I'll play around with a new feature, save a bunch of files, and then every time I open them, it opens automatically in beta. It really annoys me. I keep it installed just because I usually try to play around with the latest stuff, just because of what I do.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But yeah,
Cool.
Illustrator beta, Photoshop beta, and I usually use Express beta as well. Just because they stealth drop stuff in Express, not the other apps, because it doesn't push. It's just on the web. So I like to kind of, sometimes I'll be using something and I'll be like, oh, that's a fun new tool that didn't exist yesterday.
Yeah.
Play around with it.
Love playing around with tools like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a little pattern with just like the K. I customized the K a little bit, like added like this little bar thing. It looks a little bit like a H, but I think it's fine for this example.
Be good on the band or something, right? Like that.
Yeah, exactly. That would look cool. Maybe I could I'm in Photoshop and just making a selection. Actually, I should have done this. Lo-fi.
Yeah, I love it. Sometimes the old ways are still the best. Or fastest, right?
Yeah. And then just inverse it. Inverse. Oh no. There we go.
Nice.
And then I might tilt it a little bit. Actually, no, that's gonna wreck the mask. Oops.
Just cover up his family.
See? Oh, bye bye.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's probably not the best. Yeah, usually when you do like, what was the rule? Don't cover faces, or if you like have a website, you never want to make something with human faces.
Right. Reminds me of like Monsters Inc. How Mike Wazowski, like his face is always covered by something, like a sticker or something. I don't know if you remember that. It's great.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, cool. So we got colors.
Yeah, it's really come together, hasn't it? Like you can really kind of get the vibe of like that bottom left one you could see in like a magazine, or maybe, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been in one of those like camping stores like Kathmandu or anything, but that's the sort of thing you might see in their like in-house catalog or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely matches, like fits the vibe of, rugged outdoorness, but not like hardcore. It's like you're going to have a good time. It's not going to rain. Like you're going to have, it's great. Yeah. Your kids are not going to whinge. They're going to have a great time.
Yeah, hopefully. That's what you always hope. I'm going to do a mask for this. Try and squeeze in as many faces in there as I can.
So we've got about 5 minutes left to wrap for us today. Come a long way, as always. It's really cool.
This has the
I like that this last one has like every element in it that's used in all the other ones.
Yeah.
All together. Why not? See how it looks.
Why not? Just throw it in there.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's giving people ideas, you know?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
I don't like the let's change it up. Color dodge, maybe. Too many things going on, I think.
Mhm.
I'll make it just do light 20%. I think I'll leave that out. Making a mask and just putting that, just so I get it clear.
Oh, so it's nice and clean to the
Yeah.
same.
Then what if we do a gradient? Show options.
And once the gradient's done, I think maybe we'll do a bit of a recap because otherwise I think we'll be getting pretty close to time.
Close.
Yeah.
Tight. Yeah. All right. No worries.
Oh, that gradient looks cool. Like that.
Just want to be subtle. All right. All right. Cool.
Nice. We've only got 2 minutes left. We're cutting it pretty fine.
All right. Cool. So let's do a recap and let me go back here. So first we did yesterday, we had like, the mood boards, and then we created the logos, made a color palette, and then created the tagline ready for anything, played around with different colors here of the logos. Then I was showing how to create like a little poster using the watch and some just typographic elements, the logo, finalizing the colors. Then we created some like little mock-ups. I got this one, the mug, just showing that adventure, and then putting the watch using the patterns, bit of the created a pattern here, and then here's another example of like
Nice.
cool.
I think the matches came out really well. They look cool.
Yeah.
Subtle
So
pattern.
got everything for the foundation for an visual identity, and I think it's pretty cool how it came out.
Really cool. Yeah, I really like to add the middle one to the left with the family that disappeared and came back. And yeah, I mean, I think the mug, like some of those are like really subtle ones, like I think work really well. But just so we don't get cut off, mate, thank you so much. It's great to have you back on again. Thank you for today and yesterday's stream.
Thanks, man.
And if you guys want to see the whole thing, obviously you can just head over to YouTube and check out the previous stream as well if you want to see how Jeremy played around with the Firefly boards, which are in beta. So go check them out, give them a go. We're out of here. Again, thank you everybody for watching. And Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us on Adobe Live once again.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much, everyone.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
next time.
See ya. Bye.